2, 1.
Hey, we rolling.
We already started, man.
Hey,
Let's go.
hey, welcome back. Episode 11.
11.
Let's get it.
Crack
Yes,
that
sir.
down.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you guys want to talk about before I
We already in the
half?
halftime show.
Hey,
Let me
T,
catch up.
What's
T,
going on?
T, what had happened?
On what?
That two. All right. So after last week's
Absolutely,
episode,
Oh, let's go in.
after last week's episode, we played a quick game of 2K. T was talking that shit on air.
He smoked my collar, y'all.
Yeah, last week.
Let Dev finish.
Yeah.
No, listen.
And
Oh, come on, T.
No, because you can't get the glory if I'm accepting the L. You won the game.
You putting
You
the cigarette
smoking.
out.
yeah,
put
but
the cigarette out.
whole,
Let it- let
the
it-
whole
let-
story
Let the cigarette
You smoke.
smoke.
hasn't
Let
been
it smoke.
told.
I mean,
Let-
I don't think the whole story's over, but
You putting the cigarette
Continue
out
on.
early.
This
So T got to the studio a little bit early. You know,
okay.
I was here. We hopped on the 2K.
Check.
He took Brooklyn. I took Chef Curry, the Warriors.
okay.
Hey, when you walked in, how much was I up by?
What was it? 25.
Yeah, it was up 25 with 30
25.
left in the second half.
It was an ass kicking, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
It was vicious.
Alright.
Mind you, though, the game was already on when I walked in, so I don't know what the fuck kind of
not
things
2K,
happened.
just the game.
Man, I'm not familiar with what you do.
Hey,
I'm unfamiliar with your tactics, man. But
don't
you know,
ask questions you
I
don't want
will-
to know the answer.
I
to.
will not ask any. You won. You know,
All right.
he took the game. It's all good. But
Good
we'll,
game, fellas.
We'll run it back and
I was gonna just ask you. You want to run it back?
absolutely. That was
What
that
y'all
was a
think? Should we
warm-up.
run this back on camera so y'all can see it?
I think that's a great
Or
idea.
keep this behind?
Let's see here. What we
You
got?
know, I don't give a fuck.
What we got?
What you want to do, man?
I'm comfortable with whatever.
Okay.
Listen, I am the
Just
same
do it.
person in victory as in defeat.
Okay.
So you know,
You
sometimes
know,
you
T,
win,
I just
sometimes
don't
you
believe
lose.
that, brother.
Oh, you saw it. You just
I
witnessed it.
did, but you would be, you was winning. That'd be a whole different story. Bro.
No, I'm gonna talk.
I want to see it though.
I was
just to see
talking
it.
crazy.
So you got to get on
losing.
the real court. You know
I
what
was
I'm
talking crazy while I was losing.
Yeah.
saying? True.
And I'm
I
gonna talk
seen
crazy
that.
while I'm winning.
Nah, I
You
feel
know
like
what
you
I'm
gonna be
saying?
crazy
I'm
early.
gonna talk
Would've been a
crazy
lot-
while I'm
would've
Turn
been a
that
lot
boy
worse
up.
if
But you know,
were
if we
winning.
was in real life though,
Tell them, T. Go ahead. Tell them
No,
what you'll
if we
do.
was in
What's
real
up,
life
Space
though,
Age?
if we was in real life though,
Yeah.
you all know what happened. So I wouldn't even go
You
into
wouldn't
it.
even make a team, bro. You look like Shaq at the free throw line.
I wouldn't make in real life.
You wouldn't make the team.
In
You
real
know how you
life?
shoot for teams before the game
In
starts?
real life,
In real life.
yeah, we can go to any park,
Uh-oh.
and I guarantee I get picked
Uh-oh.
up for you before you.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna make my free throw to get on
I'm
the
gonna
team.
agree with that.
No,
but
I'm going
just-
to
just by the look. But
listen, y'all.
you can't go by the
Listen,
look.
y'all.
Because I'm white.
Listen,
No. Oh no.
Whoa.
Oh,
he
Hey.
played the race card.
Oh, man.
Hey, listen.
Then you
Hold
find out
on.
he ain't all the way white.
We
This is
just found that
crazy.
out for sure.
This is crazy. Look, listen.
Hold up. What's this one?
First blood.
First blood.
This guy is out of control.
Hey, I
But-
seen the dudes at the court wearing the buddies with the big jeans,
No,
cooking niggas. You
no,
seen them
no. I just
Come on.
Know, I just know.
with a button down on.
I'm
so
sorry.
Dad might
I
get
just
you.
know.
Hey,
I'm ready to see this, man.
Me too. We got to.
I'm
sorry for the
I'm
racial.
a competitor by nature, so you know I'm taking winners, man.
I apologize.
exactly.
I apologize to all the podcast viewers for Dev's blatant attempt to play the race card.
hey, man.
He
This
said,
is
"Cause
not.
I'm white."
Yeah, this is not a racist podcast.
That's a good one.
Yeah, Dev, please.
No, but hey, we talked about this a couple times. Not the race card, but not hooping, man. We
yeah.
gotta get a team together. Whether it's like once or twice a week, something like. I gotta get back on the court.
No, I
I
definitely
like
do.
bowling. Oh,
Hey,
Sorry.
well, that's cool
I'm
too.
game.
Bowling's
I'll do a bowling
drinking
team.
game.
Yeah,
That's
bowling
cool.
thing.
Hey,
I'm
we
game.
starting the league. I'll talk. You could hop in.
I'm ready.
We got a
Who's starting the league?
We'll
All
talk.
right, as you
We'll
can see
talk.
today,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
today's drink. What we doing today, fellas?
Fucking proper 12.
Proper 12,
number
Conor
12.
McGregor.
I'm a fucking pimp,
what we
rocking
gonna roll
Gucci
with
fucking
today.
mink.
Mink.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the fuck?
So
I need to get some
Yeah.
Connor on
It's
here,
pretty
for
good,
real.
actually. Well, I
It's
won't
actually
front.
pretty
It's
decent,
pretty fucking
pretty
good.
decent whiskey.
If you want your liquor up there, let us know.
Holla.
Slide in the DMs. We open.
If it's something
Let us
that you
know.
want us to try and get our opinion on,
Yeah.
on
We'll
live,
rate you.
And look, let me
We'll
tell
rate
y'all
you.
something. Don't go by my expressions, all right? Because I think all liquor is nasty.
Good point. Trey.
So
Yeah.
if you see me
Yeah.
making some weird expressions, just know that I
Yeah.
think all of it is nasty.
I mean, you just gotta find what you like. Nah,
Trump's
couple
not a
weeks
drinker.
ago. I know, but you smashed that bottle of that peanut butter whiskey.
That was pretty.
Oh,
good, though.
from at the
Yeah.
party. Yeah.
It was nasty though, but it was good.
It was too late. I got there and it was already gone. So,
Yeah.
but I had a whole bottle of JMO, so I was good.
Oh,
But I've been
man.
eating,
Right.
peanut butter on my crackers. So
You just gotta
I'm
dip the
just used to
crackers in
that.
the
I
liquor.
just never thought about peanut butter and whiskey. That's like
It's
It was
smooth,
alright, though.
It's
Yeah,
smooth.
it was
It
good.
was
Yeah,
Alright.
it's supposed to put a little layer on there. So that
Okay.
I'll grab that one next
Next
week.
time, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
let's do it.
it was
Or
alright. though.
is it your turn to buy the bottle next?
I didn't know we was rotating
I
the
just,
bottles.
I just bought it. Just time.
I'm just playing.
You know?
And listen, don't worry, everybody. I know
usually
you
got
hearing
it.
that voice coming off camera. It's JB.
JB, they know.
We will be putting the camera on JB so you can
They
get his
busy
facial
100.
expressions as well and incorporate him into the podcast a little further, man. So
Jay Beezy.
Sure.
Yes,
Man.
sir.
Happy to be here.
So are we talking about what everybody's talking about or what?
Are we or are we not?
You know what? Let's go into it.
Let's
man.
do it.
Real quick.
But let's give a different perspective though. Instead of
You
talking
give
about
one.
instead
Go
of talking about the slap,
Okay.
let's talk about what led him to that slap.
Oh,
I mean, that's obvious.
I
but
think-
Go ahead. Who want to go first?
I think it's Jada.
Jada is the. I mean, okay.
Ooh.
You
Go
be
ahead,
nice.
say what you about to say.
What's up? We on filter.
All right. I'm gonna say the real.
Okay.
Jada is more than the reason. Like that's the reason. That woman, and he's trying to be Tupac for her. He ain't and
It's too late in the game for that.
it's
Yeah,
but he
feels like that.
trying.
Yeah, it's the Fresh Prince.
He's trying. That is, it's too late.
T love
Okay.
that.
It's way too late.
I know T got something in his head already.
Nah, I'm not.
What's
I'm not.
up,
I have
T?
more to
You
say.
gotta
Shut it down. Hold on.
I have more to say, but
Okay.
I feel like
Nah.
that is a huge part of this issue. That woman.
No, I fucks with JB.
No, it is.
Yeah, like
It's her. It's fucking her.
I let you all, do the round.
It's
table.
her. bro.
Okay.
It's her. I got more to say, but y'all, I'm gonna start with it's her.
No,
It's
listen,
fucking
I
her.
think.
She's the catalyst. Okay, next.
All right. I think that she stripped him of his masculinity so many different times that he had to prove to himself that he was still a man.
And he fucking failed at that. But go ahead.
And the only way he can do that into the world, because he's been embarrassed in front of the world, is to show the world that I'm a man. I'm a dude from Philly. That I'm not this pushover guy that Jada is making me out to be, because she didn't had all kind of different things that's public knowledge to everybody
Yeah.
Yep.
in front of the world,
Yep.
and made him look like a fool. So now it's just like, let me go show the world that I'm not that kind of guy. That I am the dude from Philly. Let me just go ahead and slap
With
this
Chris
dude.
Rock though.
That's where he messed up at.
If it was The
If-
Rock when he did that
if-
shit,
if
it was
he
the wrong
was-
Rock. What about The Rock?
He should have smacked somebody like a formidable opponent and not Chris Rock.
He walked away fixing his fucking.
Another thing
clothes.
too, though, I ain't gonna front. Jada would make a dope
Man,
G.I. Jane.
G.I.
she is a
Jane,
beautiful
bro.
woman, but she's the fucking. I
But
can't say
it's
it.
not. But listen, that's not even a diss, because G.I. Jane was a bad.
Every
Yeah, it was
every
dope
part
flavor,
of the
yeah.
way. That's when Demi was the shit. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he was being funny, but it was a great observation, and it was a great quick joke. But like you said, Will Smith he was laughing at it at first.
Listen,
He laughed.
You know not to sit in the front when you got comedians on the
Yeah,
stage.
Yeah.
Do not sit in the front, because you know that they gonna find something to say.
You know they got a little history too
Always.
from the Oscars the last time.
He
but-
said something about Jada then.
yeah.
Right.
And that was even that was a better joke. It was harsh, more harsh then than this time.
Right.
Way better. But you
All
know,
right.
I'll give you one too.
all right,
Oh,
all right,
And
good,
then
all right.
before T snap,
All right.
T's
I
about to
need- T about to snatch the
on
mic.
real
Not.
quick.
What the fuck?
Nah,
Get-
bro,
let Dev
you
go
over
first.
here.
It's on Dev.
You over here, Birdman.
T
My-
T
my-
didn't fix his suit. He ain't
He
got a
said
suit
I'm
on.
My
He
apologies
said
for
I'm
my body
Birdman.
language, man.
Hey, that was a good one.
My
That was
apologies
good.
for my body language.
Let's go.
Birdman.
But nah, I just think it was funny how at first he cracked the joke, G.I. Jane, Will Smith.
Laughing, bro.
He took a look over.
But
Oh,
you didn't see
fuck.
that though. You didn't see that.
A little bit. They cut away.
Oh, I didn't see it.
A little
Okay.
bit. You could see he
I
looked
seen
over.
her. I ain't seen
and
him.
he straightened up real quick. He's like, man, I gotta go smack the fuck out this fool real quick. Got up, walked on stage. Chris walked, smiling. Dude had his hands
He had
behind
his
his
chin
back.
and his chin out. All right,
Man.
laughing at Chris Rock.
Man, that's all I got. I'm about to. All right,
Mm.
T.
All right, y'all put your hat on now.
Ooh, here we
Put
go.
your pants up.
Well,
Let's
I
do
agree.
it.
I agree. with everybody.
Okay.
Man, it's an easy win. Nah, I think Will, in that moment in his mind, it was him against the perspective of the world.
Mhm.
He's been getting so emasculated from Jada's depiction of him publicly.
Yeah, recently especially.
Yeah, that he had no in his mind, and I think in that moment, maybe it got the best of him, and he had no choice but to act out. You know, it's a just put yourself in Will's perspective, right? Big moment. You in LA, Oscars, big night, Venus, Serena. You're a front runner for the biggest award of the night. You never won one before your
That's
whole
another
career.
thing, bro.
Other.
You know
That's
what I
a
mean?
whole nother.
So it's a lot of emotions
Pressure
running
and
high.
shit.
Mhm.
Pressure, emotions running high. And they put him right on the front row of the Oscars. So every camera can pan to you and go to you. And I think in him being singled out like that, it just threw him off. Like Will's carefully crafted his image in Hollywood
Mhm.
for 20 plus years.
for sure.
It's like he's a nice guy. Will he went above and beyond and crafting that perspective of him. So
You know, he's tired of that though.
I don't think he's tired
No,
of
he
it.
said it in his book.
I think he's tired of how
Did he for real?
I think he's tired of how that impacts him in his personal life. Because I think Jada doesn't respect that part of it. Right? She's a little
So
rough.
let me ask you this then: did he do it for himself and his image, or did he do it for Jada?
He did it for himself in Jada's eyes.
I would say both. Yeah.
He did it for himself the way she sees him.
So
But
she kind of influenced that.
But not for her.
He went with her. He wouldn't get.
But it wasn't for her. It was for how the public views him because of her.
So it's all about her. She used
You
to
feel what
fucking
I'm
cap.
saying?
She
This
is.
It was
goes
like-
back. We talked about this 3 episodes
Yeah,
ago.
it's like you.
Yeah.
She put him in a position where the public viewed him in a way that's
Yeah.
less than flattering, and he felt that he had to do that for it because it's his night. It ain't
Yep.
Jada night.
Yep.
Jada ain't acting in the movie and shit.
Yep.
Jada
Right.
ain't acted in the movies in a long time. So Chris Rock wasn't wrong when he said
Exactly.
that nobody gave a fuck about her getting invited to the Oscars. Like
No, that joke was way better than that. You
I
gotta
know
do it right.
it
Do
was,
right.
but it's like
That was a good joke.
it was reality. It was like
Yeah.
motherfuckers ain't
Mhm.
you boycotting don't mean shit.
That shit
Anybody
was
looking
funny
for
as
you?
fuck.
Man.
So
That's
I
right.
think, I mean, that's what it was. And I think Will got caught up. As far as Chris Rock, I commend him for maintaining his composure.
That was probably the best professionalism I ever seen in my
That's
life.
for
'Cause
sure.
what-
100%.
You know how much it takes for you
Ever.
to
Man.
not kick a motherfucker in the back
Ever.
down them stairs?
Yeah.
Like
You're
you know how much
shocked.
it took for him to
And,
but-
he made a
and to
joke. He
continue-
made a joke right. Like but I think he's so smart. He knew.
No.
He
listen,
got the tour coming
I'm-
up. You know what to go?
No, I don't think he made a joke just because he's smart.
Uh-huh.
I think he made a joke because he was so thrown off that he had to get his
Get it back,
emotions
get
out.
his
Yeah,
mind
he-
back.
he had
But
to
he
get
still
back
was fucked
into-
up after
'Cause
that. He
listen,
fucked the
he
speech
said-
up after that.
He said, "Oh, oh."
Oh, in the middle, he said,
Fuck off me.
he was
said,
like,
"Ooh, I
could. And he,
ooh."
yep, he almost lost it. He almost lost it.
Because
You're right.
listen,
You're
but
right.
listen, for real.
You're right. He almost lost it.
What if
I wish he would have whooped his ass. I
what
ain't
if
gonna
Chris
lie.
Rock would have went straight?
Kicked him in his fucking
No,
back?
fuck even the violence, right? Fuck even the physical.
Oh yeah,
punishment
called
of
them
it.
popos on him.
Fuck calling the police.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
What if he'd have went in straight fucking unabashed comedian mode?
That would have been
And
hard
just
too.
decimated them for the whole fucking show. And just
would have had
rolled
all
them.
right to.
And
I
would have just
would've-
rolled
I
them.
would have just, but
And
see,
would have rolled them.
but he didn't want to do that because of Quest of Love. He was presenting
No,
his award.
Quest had won before.
Or
I
he would have
would've-
come back up on the
Listen,
stage.
I would have rolled his
But
ass.
how though? Because he only had that one segment.
No, he's talking about Will Smith.
I know, but at that moment, he was presenting an award for Quest of Love.
But Chris Rock was hosting. He
Yeah.
left.
He didn't host the
He was hosting.
Oscars.
He hosted. He left.
You sure about that?
Yes.
I thought he was presenting an award. He
No,
was
I
not the
didn't
host.
watch. Honestly,
He
I
was
wouldn't
not
have
the host.
known.
Chris Rock
Yeah.
was the host.
I don't think so,
I
brother.
have no clue. I wouldn't have known the Oscars
Need to
was
Google
on
that,
if this
'cause
didn't
I-
happen. I would have
Nobody
no
said
clue.
that. None of these stories I've heard. He was not
Listen,
the host.
I believe
He was
Chris-
a presenter.
Okay.
I'm almost sure. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I'll take it.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have never even.
He was a
I never
presenter.
watched the Oscars
Yeah.
ever.
Did you know who produced it? Will Packer produced it.
I seen
Right.
it.
So it was the host was like
Okay,
three
so
different black people. He
so
was not.
actually, you're right.
I know I'm right 'Cause
He wasn't a host.
yeah, he wasn't a host. I know that.
That's even worse.
I would have
though.
smoked.
He was a he was a
That's even
presenter.
worse.
It's even worse.
Right.
So
'Cause I
how?
was only up here for this amount of time and I got
Damn.
slapped.
And that's the point. So he could have at that moment he could have did what T
Regina
said.
Hall,
You know what I'm saying? Regina
Wanda
Hall.
Sykes, and Amy
Yeah.
Schumer.
Exactly.
I
They were the
thought
three
he was a
hosts.
host too. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I knew he wasn't a host because he hosted it
But
before.
I never watched the whole Oscar, so
Me
I don't
either.
even know what it
I
was.
never watched the
I
Oscars
wouldn't
for
even
real.
know it was on.
With that in context,
Yeah, yeah.
for the next 2.5 minutes, I'm about to give your ass nothing but smoke.
Oh,
You
man.
and your bra sitting there.
Yep.
I'm about to lay fire into y'all.
And I think that's a great idea. He should have did that right
I would
then.
have smoked them
Just
right
gave
there.
him a little bit.
Yeah,
you
I
know what I'm
think-
saying?
no, a lot of bit.
This,
a lot of
in
bit.
that 2 minutes, yeah.
Because
I agree.
I think
that moment, that pause moment, is a moment where
He could have did it
you
right
seen.
then.
No, you seen. That's when the first time you seen a real life human buffer.
Yeah.
He wasn't
did
sure what to
buffer.
do. He was trying to process
He
what
was
to
buffering.
do. Yeah.
That's
Hey.
a good point. That's a good point.
man, listen,
He
a
didn't
good
know
point.
what to
if
do.
Chris Rock could have literally said, "I'm going to decimate y'all for the next 30 seconds." And I got
Man,
to this
that's a
segment.
good- I ain't never heard that.
I'm about to
perspective.
decimate y'all.
Decimate.
I've never heard
I'm about to
that one.
destroy your whole everything for
Mhm.
30 seconds straight.
And then I dare
And
you to
then
come
go
back.
present.
I dare you to come back up here.
Exactly.
And now be fighting.
Right, right.
Because you already hit me.
And then present to
Now
the
be
next
fighting.
one.
Yeah, no, that T, I ain't heard that yet.
And
I heard that yet.
and lightweight, Chris Rock said another joke on the way up there. He's like, "Oh, here come Richard."
Yeah.
He
Hold
come
up.
Richard.
I didn't hear that.
He said, "Here
Yeah.
come
Hey,
Richard."
I heard somebody say,
Man,
on,
listen.
on the
So
show,
listen,
like,
what
that's what
happens-
did it.
listen.
Oh, Rich?
Listen, what happens if
I hear
after
you.
Will
You're
smacks
right, though.
Chris,
Yeah, yeah.
Chris Rock says, "You hit like a bitch." I
Mm.
understand why Jada don't like you.
Oh, my
man.
neck. Hey, T.
What happens if
Why
he
you
says
doing that
that?
right now? You podding, my
If he
nigga?
says,
This dude podding.
if he says, "Damn, you hit like a bitch,"
Oh, it would've-
I understand why Jada
Man,
don't respect
that would have been the shit. That would, oh, man.
That would have been
You
the
should
best
be a
moment in
producer or
television
something.
history.
you. That would have been it would have
Damn.
been amazing.
I'm saying, though,
That shit would have been amazing.
that's giving me chills, nigga. He missed that moment.
yeah.
He
Like you hit like a
missed
bitch.
that.
What the granny say on "Don't Be a Menace"? You hit
Still
like
like
a
a
bitch.
But he ain't even had to
Hit
say
like a
bitch.
bitch.
He could have
Still
said,
hit like
he could
a
have said,
bitch.
man, you smacked the shit out of me. But that,
Great movie.
man, that did.
Great
You
movie.
hit like a
That
little
was the
girl.
softest hands I ever felt.
You got the softest manicure hands in Hollywood, bro. Anyway,
definitely don't
I
smack
hope
like
to see you. And he could have just went in.
you.
But anyway,
Definitely don't smack like Tupac.
oh, T, you tripping? All right, we got to move on.
That nigga would have his.
You should have
Hey,
wrote that,
hey,
bro.
hey, hold on for a second. I like doing that.
Go ahead, Dave.
Dave
Go ahead,
definitely
Big
does
Dave.
like holding the podcast
I got
hostage.
I got two things real quick.
Go ahead.
Sir,
What's up?
what you got for the fellas?
Oh man, he right after that. Listen,
Yeah.
fellas. All right, look.
Good one.
Don't let a man slap you.
Period.
Listen.
Don't let a man
That's-
walk up on you like that. Quick,
Let me,
like,
let me get to it.
I'm sorry.
Listen. If you see somebody walking towards you with a purpose, you hear that?
Just like
Oh,
that.
I heard that. Yeah,
Get yourself ready. All right.
Don't put your chin out.
Don't. It sounds like the War of the
It's
Worlds
just-
happening.
Nah,
It
it's
do a
just-
little bit, don't it?
What the fuck is
That's
that?
71 out
You
there.
see too many
Oh.
movies.
They got the
Hold on.
motorcycles
Oh,
on out
okay,
at the weather's
okay.
nice.
That's the War of the World. Like, but don't let a man walk up towards you without you being ready to defend yourself. If you clearly see he walking with intention,
Purpose.
please
What do you think
protect
he
yourself
thought,
at all
though?
times.
Here come Richard.
You thought he was coming up there
That's what it
to
was.
take
See?
the mic and say
Here come
something?
Richard.
Hey, that shit was funny though.
That shit was.
That shit was funny as
No,
fuck.
for real. You think he was coming? Like Chris
listen,
Rock thought he was coming to take the mic from
No,
him?
what
or
happens
Well-
is Chris Rock would never expect.
Him to smack him like
For him
that.
to
He had
act
his
out like
chin
that.
out, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the Oscars. You're a professional. I'm a professional.
Right.
We both know what this stage means to the
Yeah.
world.
Man, T, he should have said what you
That
said.
shit is
bro.
aired in over 220 countries.
I'm pissed.
I'm not expecting Will Smith, one of the biggest stars in the world,
To slap me.
to act out because he knows he's a
Right.
professional.
Who's Will Smith? Yeah.
Now, if it's another motherfucker, I'm like, okay, he
Yeah,
don't know better.
Yeah,
So
security,
anything
security
can
would have
happen.
grabbed him first.
Right,
for real.
anything can happen with
Security,
somebody that does
yeah.
not
Yeah,
understand the magnitude of the show. But this Will Smith, he know what's up. What's up, Will?
But fellas, if you see somebody walking towards you with intention,
Put your guards up.
protect yourself. All right?
Protect yourself
At all
at
times.
all fucking times.
Do not sit up there and keep telling jokes.
And put your chin out.
I don't care what stage you on, whether you rapping, whether you telling jokes, whether you preaching, whatever. If you see somebody walking up towards you,
Defend yourself.
defend yourself.
Yeah, that was crazy.
All right, I got.
And I just
Shit was wild.
Now,
I
what
just
you
seen
got?
so
What
many
you got?
different other comedians joking about it now.
Mm-hmm.
I seen
Oh,
one that had a
man,
helmet
money
on.
maker.
He said he had a helmet on. He said, "Do anybody in here got alopecia?"
Yeah, I see that. Try to find. I'm gonna find that.
Yeah.
He
But-
but let's be honest though.
I seen a chick on Twitter say she wish her coochie had alopecia.
Oh, damn.
smack like that.
Oh man.
That's the thing though. Like let's be honest about the smack in general, and we go get
Uh-huh.
away from this. He ain't even smack like a.
You can't
It
smack
was
a
like
man.
it was almost like a, pih, and he just walked away with his. He
Oh,
didn't
he
even
hit with a
fucking
rainbow smack. It was
You
just
can't-
like
exactly.
You can't
Like,
smack a
so
man.
what? It didn't even make. It made him look worse for real. He just didn't.
it's a slap though. Like
I'm being
You
honest.
can't allow a man to slap you under any circumstance.
He just didn't. It didn't put the Tupac that he was looking for.
I would have
it didn't
said
work.
that shit.
Chris did eat it though.
I would
He
have said
ate that
For
shit.
sure, for sure.
Ate it like a
because it was a bitch
an
slap.
apple. That's my point.
He cocked it.
I think he reacted better than a lot of people would.
He should have did what
Nah,
T said, and
I
that
would-
would have been.
I-
That's the
I-
greatest moment in
I
TV.
agree.
Mhm.
Okay,
You
Period.
thinking that fast on your toes when that happens though?
but he did that. He did think
But
fast,
he had a moment to reboot.
but he didn't think as fast as that. That would have been
did.
amazing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If
did.
he would have took that
gotta
little 30
understand-
seconds to,
Yeah,
to
listen,
fuck
you
him
got to
up,
understand Chris Rock is a professional who's played
he's thinking.
countless.
He's thinking like months and years.
not even not
past
even that
this.
though. I'm just saying he's been on stage and seen some crazy shit on stage. So he's rolled enough people who sat on that front row to know how people react emotionally to jokes. So his reboot is different from our reboot, right? We saying this is not being comedians. So if we reboot, it's gonna take us a second to even gather our thoughts. Like, yo, I don't understand what the fuck just
We
happened
just,
here.
we just
But Chris,
people, you know. but he-
Chris Rock is a top 10 black comedian right now.
Shit,
I
he
arguably
more
top
than
5.
10. Yeah, top 5, easy.
Arguably top 5.
I don't even think.
So for him, he's been in enough situations where he's seen what the reaction of his jokes will be to know how to respond to that, to reboot it a little bit quicker than us. But yeah, I mean, you can't knock his reaction, so to speak, but you can knock his reaction. You can say, listen, but Chris Rock not known as an aggressive guy.
No,
they both
no,
the reaction was amazing. I can't, but what you said
even better.
past amazing. Like that would have been amazing. That's different, bro.
You hit
You
like
can't-
a bitch.
He ain't had to say
That
bitch.
should've
He
been
could have said you
crazy.
hit like a
No,
girl.
he had to say like a bitch.
No, because then it would have been more like
No,
okay,
they'd have bleeped it. You hit like a
Australia
bitch.
didn't have the bleep version.
I know, right?
or
Yo,
China. Or
keep
Jap-
my wife's name,
fucking name.
out your
Listen,
fucking
he shoulda went-
mouth.
He should have went straight Pookie and New Jack. You hit like a bitch.
But then they would have thought it was a skit, probably. But
They
still,
probably would have, but it would have made Will look
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
terrible.
Man,
You know, whatever.
he was like,
but
I
I feel for
will.
I feel for
I was
Will
like,
though.
Oh shit!
I
Like,
feel for Will though.
but you,
Because what do you do stuck in that situation? What do you?
that's on him, bro. Fuck
It's on
that.
him, but not.
Fuck that.
But listen, you say that past tense, right?
All right.
But now he got kids. Like so,
You seen what his
can't-
kids did, right?
But what I'm saying is, listen,
James talking about that's what we
listen,
do.
You
Fuck
can't
that.
separate. You can't separate this woman from her
Yeah.
kids. Yo, you can say, all right, I hate the woman because she
He
emasculated.
don't. He don't hate her.
I know he doesn't.
Oh, okay.
What I'm saying is, say you make issue with the woman, right? Your kids are from this woman, so you can't point all your vitriol at her because that damages your children. So even the things that she's done that he's and
Stuck.
So it's too far gone, basically.
right, and albeit he's wrong for even allowing that shit to brew.
What do you think he would do now? That is too far gone.
He should have been checked her about that shit.
But he could check her, but he did what he thought
he
was
loved
right
her.
in that
he
moment.
loves her. He loves her more than she loves him. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Oh, that is 100%
Facts.
facts.
It's
So,
on record
she
that
wants
said that
Tupac.
She didn't want to get. She,
She
didn't
didn't
want to get married.
exactly. She
Yeah.
didn't want to fuck
So I
with him
think
like
she
that.
loves him. He's a solid guy. He a good guy, probably.
But it ain't.
Will loves her.
It ain't making
and
her pussy
he's-
tingle. Sorry,
I wasn't
Period
gonna
and point
say it,
blank.
but
No,
you
I'ma
said
say
it, my
it.
friend.
that cooch
Listen,
is not
he's saying
tingling.
it because he's off camera.
Listen,
Fuck
yeah,
that. I said it on
exactly.
camera. It's the
Yeah,
truth.
It's
You got to get to the bottom of that pussy.
She doesn't
It
start
is what it
his
is.
motor up the way.
You can
I
believe
mean,
it.
he doesn't start her motor up
Unfiltered.
The way
So.
August did.
the way that she would like.
August put the bottom on that. He put the
I don't even
bottom
know.
of that bitch.
August a little New Orleans cat that's rough. I don't know how many of y'all listen to August's first album.
I listen to all
I
August
fucked
shit.
with his first album.
August is
August a little
talented.
rough head young cat.
he's
He's just
talented.
like shit. I'm just a young dude trying to make. I'm a hood cat. I get it. And Jada was attracted to that person with that level of damage, right?
Yeah, because she
she's
thought
a-
she could fix him. He was.
I don't even know if it's that. I just think she attracted to that level of damage and
Probably
Will-
reminded him of Pac a little bit. for real.
Will's presenting himself as he like, listen, Will's a more polished. Yeah, even when Will came into rap, right? I think did Will win the first hip hop Grammy?
Yeah, I believe so.
I believe he won the first
Yeah, I
hip hop
believe so.
Grammy.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, but he won it for being the Fresh Prince.
Yep.
It was more subdued rap as opposed to what you were seeing from. You wasn't seeing NWA and Ice Cube
Nope.
and this other shit that we was on at the time. So what happens is Will gets this perspective of he's like this cookie cutter guy, but Will came through Philly. I don't think Will a pussy.
I don't
my
think so
language,
either.
but I don't
I
think
don't
Will a
Just
think
pussy.
lost
I
his
think
way
Will just
over the years.
no. I don't even think he's just a nice guy. You listen. We got this perspective in hip hop and culture is that if you're not an asshole, you're not street. And we're like, no, I can't. I grew up through the Philly. I survived Philly. Like that means
There's a lot of
something.
niggas that survive through the hood, but
No,
don't be the hood.
No, but not and got famous, right? Because
Okay.
when you famous and you soft, they gonna come and extort you. Everybody gonna come and say, man, I like that chain. I mean, I really like that chain. You feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, no, I like that chain. My dude like them shoes.
Yeah.
You feel like that's how people it would be. So to survive that space is like we're like I don't think Will's soft. I just think he's not with the shit. He trying to do something different, and I think Jada is attracted to something else.
She was able to make him because listen, me, you, everybody in the world look at Will Smith like Independence Day, best actor, best fucking shows. This is the only person in his life that can make him feel smaller than he really is.
Right.
Right? So he's trying to satisfy that. And he trying to chase Tupac. That nigga dead. And that was his fucking attempt at that.
Pac was a wild boy.
It's a bad
Listen,
connection. They
if
got
your-
kids
listen,
together.
I tell people this.
I got
listen,
that.
I got this
What the
theory.
fuck?
If your chick don't hate her ex, if she don't hate her ex,
Hate?
you fucked up.
Hate?
You got a problem.
Why she gotta hate?
Cause she gotta hate him.
Why?
Because if
Break
she,
that down.
if she does not hate her ex,
Hold on, I got one for this.
I'm confused.
Later on.
JB's face right now.
You said hate. I'm like hate is
Oh.
like a. You agree with that? Hate.
listen, your chick got to be like, I'm through with that motherfucker. I'm disgusted with who I was with before. Because if it's any, if you with a chick, Dev, and you dating her, and she like, no, we was cool. We just broke. It wasn't working, but we friends now. My ex.
Yo, this just happened. Like
Hey,
within
friends,
the
friends.
last-
You.
Or
friends
he's
is
cool.
different.
No, or he's cool. He cool. You know, we cool.
No, nigga. There is levels between cool, friends and hate. Hate is like I hate this motherfucker.
Yeah, you need that.
I mean, it's cool to have
You
that,
need
but
that. Like, I
there's
shoot
a level.
That bitch.
There's damn.
J,
I shoot that
JB,
bitch.
you getting defensive, bro.
Am I?
No.
I'm
You
getting
keep
defensive?
going. No. I get it.
I'm
But
getting
your
defensive?
situation's different. Your situation's different.
Oh damn.
I see
Dev.
you trying to connect the
calling me out,
dots.
huh? Dev?
Oh, is he?
Cool.
I didn't
He
know.
was
I
trying to
didn't
connect
know.
the dots.
Okay.
I didn't know. I blame
It's
it on
cool,
alcohol.
bro.
I didn't know either, but he got me. I guess. Shit,
No. Your face.
No, because he said hate.
Dev went
No,
straight.
Hate is
I get it.
different.
I get it.
Dev went Dr. Phil. This
He
motherfucker is
did.
special.
Hey,
I
These
fuck with
guys
that.
special.
JB,
I
it's
fuck with that.
okay, bro. It's gonna be all right.
I fuck with that.
Listen,
though,
this.
Dev.
Nah, when he said that, this was you.
I was like, what the fuck? Why you gotta hate them?
No,
I don't
listen.
hate nobody. I was
Listen,
talking about hate people.
No, I'm telling you, if you're moving into a relationship with a woman off her ex, she has to have a reasonable amount of despise for that person
Why though?
because that means she's come full circle off of that
And
train.
she's ready.
And she's ready. She's like, I moved
Okay.
on from that shit.
Past it, yeah.
I don't fuck with him at all.
Mm-hmm.
What he stands for, I don't fuck with him at all. At what he
That's the
about.
ideal situation.
What he's
I agree.
about.
That's
Because
the ideal.
if she
ideal.
has an ex and she's like, we ain't on bad terms. I mean,
Oh man, this literally just happened to me this
that
week.
means
All right,
it's a
Dev,
matter. You
share.
on, you on
Yeah.
limited time.
No.
Oh, I'm
just
sorry,
telling
Dev.
you.
I apologize.
I'll
Because
share.
guess what happened? When you fuck up,
Calling a nigga. Yeah, I
when
got
you fuck up, and I need a male voice, somebody that I trust or I'm comfortable exposing myself to. This nigga's phone about to pop up, B. So I'm just saying that to say, like, if you don't hate that motherfucker, then it's like, okay, I know what it is.
You know, but you know, there's so you wouldn't pursue at all, or would you say this could happen?
You know it can happen.
So you just kind of be prepared for it, or you just don't fuck with her at all? Which one?
You know it can happen.
Okay.
I'm not saying you wouldn't mess with her. You can mess with her or not because you can't predict the future or what somebody would do, but you just know like you don't hate that motherfucker enough.
You asking the wrong man.
So what's your experience? What you saying?
Nah, so I met a beautiful woman, went out to dinner, get to talking, yada yada. Ex comes up, yeah, we were friends for a while, didn't work out, blah blah blah. We're still cool. Flags going off in my head.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
I'm still,
Okay.
I'm in there.
It's out there dating and shit. So
I'm
it's
out
cool.
there, we enjoy the dinner, whatever. So we see each other a couple times after that. All of a sudden, messages getting dry.
Mm.
So I call her. I'm like, "What's good?" Like, I'm not over my ex. I got to deal with these feelings. Blah blah blah.
Mhm.
I knew it was
But
coming.
you knew it was coming. 'cause
I knew it
yeah.
was coming.
It is
I
coming.
connected the dots
Yeah,
within
you got
half
to.
hour meeting.
Exactly.
So I prepared myself.
Exactly.
I'm not putting myself out there like that, but I'm a smart dude. I connected the dots.
You can
Now,
sense it.
what date was this? Was this 1,
Yeah, that's a good question.
2?
Ooh,
Because dates are 5.
'Cause
This-
it's
date
5.
max.
That is a good
Yeah.
question.
I
yeah.
seen her
Uh,
4.
oh
Mm.
man,
You almost
Four
lost a whole
times.
hand. It's about to
Listen,
come.
whole hand.
And it
It was coming.
almost crossed the barrier, but Dad was smart enough to see. He said, "Oh, that's not a closed door."
No.
Yeah,
Well, I was still just whatever with it, but she's the one that told me she
But I'm
got to
s-
do her thing and deal with her feelings.
Yeah, but I'm saying if she made it
Gotta
4,
appreciate that a little bit.
if
though,
she
for
made
real.
it 4,
it was cool. Yeah.
but Dev is a shit. If they get past 2, they doing their thing. If they get past 3, she's a fucking juggernaut. She can get to 4.
Mhm.
like I
Dad-
said,
Dev wants more. And at 4, he copped her out. He said, "Okay, I'm letting you out. You
He
getting
spit
out."
bars
He
about you,
bonded
Dev.
her out. Like, shit, you out. You free. Fly free, Pelican.
Yeah.
Pelican fly. Fly, Pelican
Fly,
fly.
deal with these feelings. Get out
T-
of here.
Yeah, get the fuck
You
out of
free,
here.
you
Go deal with your
free.
My
feelings.
guy T.
But what I'm saying to you is that is a true thing, man. Like
Yeah.
if because you just got to be able to see it. Like if a woman say like, "Yeah, we cool. Me and my ex, we cool. He's just a friend now."
Oh
just,
no, I
You
knew.
like immediately. You like
I
oh,
knew.
okay.
She brought up the
Yeah,
Snapchat.
when
Get
you
the
hear that
fuck outta
shit,
here.
yeah.
At the
She-
same time, though, like the new guy got to present himself in a certain way that
To
shows.
cancel that shit.
Yes,
Smash it.
you got to be. You got to be without a question. You got to be without a question. You are a different type of dude
Let me
that she's ever
smash.
dealt with, and that
Yeah.
don't. I didn't even hear what it said.
Yeah,
Let me smash.
let me
Huh.
smash.
Because in the beginning, you don't even like
Let's-
she don't even know who you are right
That's
now.
true.
Yeah.
That's
But let
true.
me
So
explain.
it's gonna take some time for
No,
you to
look.
develop that.
Okay,
You
But
come
let
in
me-
and even though
let
you know
me-
what's going on,
but let
like
me
I don't
give
give a
y'all a-
fuck what that's about.
let me
This
give you a
what I'm about,
tidbit. Let
you
me
know?
give you a tidbit, right? And this is a thing that you may not see that happens, but we don't see, right? We don't pay attention to it. There are not, there isn't a plethora of male strip clubs,
All
right?
so where you going with this shit? Go.
right? It's not a plethora of male strip clubs. Like it
It's
ain't.
not.
Women don't go out to see men shaking their dicks.
That's true.
They,
That's
they
true.
don't and throw money on them
Mhm.
because it's transactional. It doesn't feed a fantasy. It's too transactional. Men are transactional. We'll go out and men will go out to a strip club and like throw money on a chick because she naked and like
in a
fuck
minute, in a
because
minute.
because he's visual and I'm seeing the ass. I'm like shit. Hell yeah. It's nothing to it.
Worth $1 for sure.
Who buys more romance novels
Women.
Women,
at
yeah.
the grocery stores?
That shit
'Cause that's that fantasy.
That's
Because
shit
the
you're talking about,
fantasy
yeah.
and all the extra shit that comes from wheels turning, right?
Right,
So
T
when you
making
got
on these
so
points
when you
again.
got a motherfucker that's sitting in the cut and she just got her wheels turning who can feed into that story, I miss you. And I don't care who you with. It's all, we never, man, I don't give a fuck who you is, bro.
That's a good
I don't
point.
give a fuck who you is. I've been watching Top Boy. I'm sorry, bruv.
That's a good point,
Look,
bro.
Look, I don't care who you is. Cause this motherfucker sitting in the cut ready to get his story.
Yeah, yeah.
He got this fantasy shit that's like, you know what? He can always tug on that emotion. I was just, we laugh about it. We see the shit on Twitter. We laugh about it where it's like, I was just watching what happened with
Mhm.
Russell and Sierra, and I thought about that's the real shit.
But you know the saying, T. Men fall in love with their eyes. Women fall in love with their ears.
Yeah. So
That's
when
how it go.
when you got that story out there still, where she could be like, I ain't over that yet. And
Yeah.
it's like he see you making headway, and that motherfucker, it's like playing fucking Uno. And this nigga got a handful of draw fours. and you working them bitches down. And he like, okay. Yeah, bitch. Soon as you get there,
exactly.
draw forward, draw forward, draw forward, draw forward. You like, I'm wearing her down. I got her. I'm going. Look, I'm the color red. I got her. You like, shit. When this bitch get around to me, I'm about to draw forward this nigga to infinity and steal this bitch. Draw forward, draw forward, draw forward, draw forward. Then he gonna slide and fuck this bitch. Excuse my language.
Every
slide
time.
and fuck this woman. He gonna
I
smack.
like bitch.
And he might not even really want her, but he don't want to shoot with her.
Mhm.
He see you, he like, oh, that's the competition. That's the new guy. He look around, Trump, Tesla. Oh, he think he that nigga, huh? He think he that guy. I'm a fucker just because he think he that guy.
That's very
And you
true.
pouring it in, you like,
That's true.
but she ain't broke. He never broke her heart. She ain't broken from him. Oh, he gonna try to smack her on the GP, on the strength. Like, yeah, I got that. I got that. The nigga who came through, who thought he was that nigga, I'm still that nigga. He ain't that. He ain't shit.
All right, listen.
Oh man,
He took a sip with the heavy pause. What we
dramatic
doing?
pause.
Podcast
T
over.
Money.
Podcast over.
I got a question for you guys. Nah, we ain't done. We ain't done. Fill up JB's cup.
We done killed the
Appreciate
fucking
that.
bottle.
It's
For
gone?
for the one time. Nah, we good.
Y'all did that.
Hey,
Just give
question
me a
for
little
you
bit,
guys
T. I
though.
need a bunch.
All right, what you got?
You get one lunch
Good,
with
T. That's good.
somebody
That's
who
good, T. Damn. T,
Damn.
tripping.
Yeah, I am.
relax.
Fuck it. We rolling.
Man,
All right.
we got to serve. Okay, whatever.
Conor
Get it.
McGregor.
You have lunch. You get to choose one person that's alive, one person that's dead. Who you taking to lunch?
Man, fuck this lunch shit.
You said live and dead?
One alive person, one dead person.
Okay.
Alive, one dead.
Yeah.
Who first?
Shit, I'm gonna go first.
All right, go first.
I wasn't ready. I
Okay,
brought the
well,
question. I
You
wasn't
brought the
ready.
question.
I wasn't loaded.
I go first.
Wasn't loaded. You got one?
No, but I'll just give me 10 seconds.
Nah. All right. I'm gonna go with LeBron. I'm taking LeBron to lunch,
That's hard. That's hard.
and then I'm about to take. Man,
I got two. I got
All right.
more than that though.
But you got to do
I got
two,
more
though.
you
than
can
that
only
too.
take the top
It's
two.
on. It's just two. One live, one dead.
All right.
Go ahead, Trump.
All right.
Ooh.
I can't think of the dead person. I got a live. But I can't think of the dead person.
I'm in the I got my dead ones. All right. I want to do JP Morgan
Mm-hmm.
or Rockefeller, right?
Mhm.
One of those
Mhm.
two.
My
They don't
dog.
like. They don't like.
Listen,
I-
my dog read my
I have
mind.
something to say, but I ain't gonna
My
say it.
dog read my mind.
I got
Okay.
something to say.
And
It's controversial, but go ahead.
because I can't just do two. My 2-1 right now is Arnott and Arnault.
Barnard.
and,
Yeah.
You know what I
Gucci,
know?
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Barnard, I know.
and Elon.
Elon.
Ooh.
I got you.
100%.
That's a good one.
Can I say my
I
controversial
think
statement?
Elon gonna say you some bullshit
That's a
like,
good one.
he gonna say some crazy shit.
Well, some of
I
the
got
first
you,
one,
but listen, you stole my idea with Rockefeller because I was like, I would
That-
like to pin that peak.
Mhm.
You know,
Ain't gonna work out.
He might call you a nigga though.
I
don't know.
Ain't no way you gonna go. They go be like.
I don't know. He might be like, why
you,
this nigga
you picked
bringing
the
me
wrong
back?
one, brother.
Hey,
Sorry.
nigga.
Thank you. But no, it's not happening. You pick somebody else, nigga. You
Look,
are
But no, listen. I know. But if you remove all the other stuff and just pick
We didn't say that. Okay. All right.
Right.
Listen, I'm not
Sorry,
going.
I'm sorry.
I'm not going to go back there just to be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, I want to go back there just to understand his mentality and what shifted his brain to become.
So remove the racism.
Yeah,
Then for
Like-
sure. Then hell yeah.
like you gotta be a certain type of person to
Listen,
do what he did.
Well,
They're around. They're
what
still
Rockefe-
around to this day. It's
what
crazy.
Rockefeller built,
It's crazy.
what
It's
he did was
crazy.
like unbelievable.
It's crazy. It's
Like
crazy.
I know people got some conspiracy theories out there that do that thing, but like this just the sheer cojones
Yeah,
of
man.
what that man built was like, wow. Then you
Yeah,
got
for
you
sure.
got the DuPont family, you got some other families out there. I
Mhm.
That
think,
one,
what
that
about
one
you?
thing you sent in the group text.
Yeah, I was just
was
giving some
crazy.
perspective of
Where the
what
shit come
that
from.
meant.
That
Like,
shit crazy.
That's crazy. What
And
about
it's
you?
generational income. You know.
So I picked LeBron. Elon's good though. You got me thinking. I'm gonna stick with LeBron though. Businessman, sit around, absorb. Came
Okay.
from Akron. Look where he's at now.
See, no, I ain't gonna. Go ahead.
Then you
Don't
go shit
shit
on
on
him.
me, bro.
No, I
Don't
was
shit on him.
no. I was gonna say why I wouldn't do LeBron.
I know, I got you. But
Yeah.
we're gonna
This-
rebut.
but I
Let
ain't-
Dev
I
get
ain't-
his
I
off
ain't-
though. Let Dev get his off. Let Dev get
I
his
don't
off.
Ladies and
mind.
gentlemen,
No.
that is episode 11.
Close it.
All right. I might have to go with Mac Miller.
Hmm.
Mac Miller.
Okay.
Interesting.
Rest in peace, Mac.
He's a big Mac fan.
Dad was a man.
I'm a big Mac fan. Yeah.
Okay.
I respect that.
Just to get inside his mind a little bit, man.
I respect that. And from Dev's music choice, I can see
Mm-hmm.
why he would say that.
Yeah, Mac was dope too, though.
Yeah, I liked him. I liked him.
super dope.
There's just so much like darkness inside of him. I just want to,
Right.
like, why, bro? Like,
Yeah.
how do you get there?
Yeah. Yeah. I respect that.
What you got, T?
Um,
Lost. Shit.
if I go back and dig, you took my JP Morgan and you took my
You can't
Rockefeller.
reuse. You can't reuse.
So I'm not
either.
gonna reuse what you have.
My bad. I ain't even.
No, I respect your. That's why I fuck with you. We wouldn't be
Oh,
friends if
fucking
you didn't.
freaking frack. That's
I-
why.
yeah, this is my friend. Like, I consider you a friend because of how you think, bro, and how we kick it, and
Vice
that,
versa.
that is indicative of the person you are. So, I think I would do, if it was alive, Warren Buffett, because I think Warren's been around a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He's seen a lot of shit,
Mm-hmm.
and out of all the economic people, or financial people,
He at the top.
Warren speaks to a certain. He speaks with a certain confidence, right? Warren's like, he makes sense. Like this why he knows. You meet a lot of people. I had to explain this to somebody. Intelligence doesn't make money. You don't have to be smart to make money.
Don't.
Right.
A fucking idiot can make money. So
Research.
don't equate financial value to intelligence. But Warren Buffett's one of them guys that's like, he's a smart fucking guy, and you can see it and hear it in his dialogue and in what he says. So yeah, Warren Buffett. And dead, I had a few guys and who were dead that I would like to speak to see what they thought for different reasons.
Yeah.
I would say Frederick Douglass.
Okay.
And I would go with Frederick Douglass because that's one of my favorite. I actually got a copy of My Bondage, My Freedom, first edition. Like that's in my say. I own one of those.
That's a deep. I like that.
And the reason I would use Frederick Douglass is because he was the most photographed man of the 19th century.
I
If
didn't
I'm not
know that.
mistaken. Yes, of the 19th century. And he did it at a time where slavery existed, racism was heightened. He actually escaped slavery. So for him to achieve what he achieved is like in that time, under those circumstances, I would like to discuss the world with him. You know what I mean? Like I would discuss the world with him.
Like
Because-
today, like
Actually,
modern
yeah,
day.
to modern day, because I think people make a lot of excuses, but when you see somebody that overcame shit that's way more aggressive,
Mhm.
we can complain about racism because it still exists. We can complain about systemic racism because it still exists. We can complain about a lot of things, but when you see a man that's like, I overcame where they could literally put my ass back in shackles and put me out here picking cotton.
When it was almost at its peak. Probably. I mean,
Yeah. Like he was, as history may have it, I'm not certain if it's sure or not or is exact, but he was the man that led Lincoln towards emancipation. Like he went to the White House and met with Lincoln as a black man, ex-slave, runaway slave, went to the White House, sat and talked to Lincoln. Like just what that means,
right.
like is bigger than, you know what I mean, what we could fathom. But yeah, just to have that level of power and the level of confidence to do those things, I would like to talk to Frederick Douglass and say, like, listen, man, what do you see right now? What do you see?
They say history repeats itself,
Or it rhymes.
or it rhymes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
You know what I
fallen
mean?
into some weird times. I'm sure
I'm
he
a-
could.
I'm a fan of that we don't that when you don't appreciate history, like black people more than any people. This is just my personal perspective. Blame it on the muscle relaxer. My back's hurting, y'all, so I'm gonna blame it on this muscle relaxer. So for what I say, but no, I think when you disregard your history, you lose the lessons from it.
Yeah.
And I think it was a lot of lessons that we disregard. Like us of any culture, as far as black people, African Americans, we disregard what came before us, and in doing that, we disregard the greatness that was created in it. We disregard all the greatness. We disregard the jazz greats, the Harlem Renaissance, man. You know what I'm saying? Like how many black kids you know right now, we dominate music as far as hip hop music and create hip hop music, but we're not incorporating Miles Davis and all these greats of genres that came before us that built the platform for us to do this, or we're not looking at the performance artists of Michael and James Brown and all these guys and incorporating that shit into what we do.
Do you think people are forgetting or?
Hey, before you get to that, what's yours too?
Oh shit!
What you got?
I'm sorry, y'all.
You see me over here thinking.
Blame it on the.
I've been thinking, so I'm gonna go ahead and say first one, alive. I'm gonna say Obama.
Okay.
And I'll tell you why. It's the historical, like this. I mean, first black president, right? And I know it's a lot of fucking red tape and politics, but I would want to know about all that. How he got through it, how he had to do what he had to do.
And
We know his story, how he thrived. Like I want that motivation, And the other one, I've been thinking a person that's passed, I would say Richard Pryor. Just because I love entertainment, and he probably got hella stories, hella game.
Right.
Like, gonna have me laughing, and giving me game though. Richard Pryor, I don't know one person that don't fuck with Richard Pryor, so it's like I would go with him.
Okay.
Yeah. That's me.
All great choices.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It gives a good perspective of what everybody, is into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you can tell by those answers, everybody's personality.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So, and it matches. It matches.
Think about it, it really does. 100%.
Yeah, sure.
For sure.
100%.
For sure.
But something you said, T, of these younger artists kind of steering away from, the music that was brought before us. And do you think it's these people that are forgetting, or is it not respecting the era? Is it what do you think it is that people aren't?
Come on, youngins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not keeping it alive or bringing it back, or you know what I mean? Are you understanding my question? I'm not
do.
articulating
No, I
very
do.
well.
No, I understand what you're saying. I think it's cultural. I think it's cultural.
Cultural. Break it down. What you mean cultural?
I think we operate at such a fevered pitch that we always trying to achieve these levels.
You know why though, right?
Absolutely, I know why.
Okay, go ahead. Break it down.
Yeah, because we coming from nothing. Every time we coming from nothing.
Every time.
So we trying to achieve this level of greatness that we constantly reboot. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what I think you're seeing with us in every aspect. Because like, even take the debate between LeBron and Jordan. They both fucking amazing.
Very true.
They stand on each.
But it's
LeBron stand
Jordan
on
all day.
LeBron.
First of all, Jordan
I
all
agree.
day.
That's my favorite.
Long as you know.
But LeBron stands
All
on
that.
Jordan's shoulders, so of course he should achieve more.
You stupid.
No, seriously.
All right,
Listen,
damn.
of course LeBron should achieve further than Mike. If he didn't, that would be
That would be
it'd be a
stupid,
waste. His talent, because he had the ability to go further than Jordan, right?
Oh, man, it's
But we
stupid.
make this dialogue amongst ourselves as African Americans that who's better, Jordan or Mike?
We got to talk
Who's
about
better?
that.
Who's better, Dr. J or who's better, Magic or Dr. or Mike, or Dr. J or Mike?
J-O-R-D-A-N.
But it's all these levels of greatness that at some point you got to be able to appreciate all of them in the space that they occupy. Like Dr.
What
J.
that mean though?
Dr. J was the precursor to Jordan.
For sure. For sure.
what Dr. J did as a showman on the court was as a ball player was a precursor to Jordan. Then Mike came, and it was up to him to evolve the game. And in between him and LeBron, it was many players. You had Iverson, Kobe. You had other players that evolved and moved the game forward, and then LeBron took it to new heights.
Very true.
But we got to be able to appreciate all those things and not.
Well, we can appreciate it, but
not segregate them, right?
Okay.
Because you don't see I'll just say other cultures. You don't see other cultures saying who was better, Elway or Montana.
Oh, that's very
Right,
true.
right.
You're right about that.
Who's better, Elway or Joe
Always
Montana
bring
or
that
Peyton
point
Manning?
home to you. I ain't gonna lie.
They don't say who's better, Joe Montana or Peyton Manning.
They both was amazing.
Right. That's a thing for us. That's where we
Yeah.
in this space where we operate at this.
That ain't our
fever.
fault though, T.
I'm not saying it's our
Know that,
fault,
right?
but it's our fault not to recognize it.
That's very true.
Right? It's
And
not our
figure it
fault
out.
that it's
Figure it
in
out.
us,
Yeah.
but it's our fault not to recognize it. And it's levels of greatness. So we discard that. We discard what came before us, and we say they ain't do shit. I'm doing it. I'm doing it new and better. It's new and improved. But at the same time, every time you get to new and improved, you discard the
What's that,
lessons.
the crabs in the barrel? Basically,
No,
right?
I don't think it's necessarily
Okay.
crabs in the barrel, but
Okay.
you
Hey,
discard
you guys keep it running. I'll be right back.
pissed break.
Yes, sir. Keep it
I
going.
think
Keep it
it's
going.
everybody that comes after a great player. Their job is to push the culture forward.
But who's okay? I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who's compared to Larry Bird
Back then or now?
now?
Shit. Luca?
Between
Luka?
then and now, you hear no one compared to Larry Bird.
They don't say it, but Luca.
It's been great guys. You had Dirk Nowitzki. You had
Oh,
other
yeah.
great
Okay,
white
yeah.
players.
Dirk.
But
the
but the argument, right? The conjecture that creates this.
Oh, you talking
this
about like when
friction.
we talk about LeBron and Jordan? You're
Right, that creates this friction.
That's a good
Isn't
point.
there?
Damn, that's a good point.
It's not there.
It ain't there.
And we
You
create
right.
this friction. Like we discard the history.
Everybody get their own space.
Yeah, we discard our
Yeah.
history. You know what I mean? We discard it. We don't and in doing that, we lose the lessons. Right? You say right now, who's the hottest comedian? Right?
Now,
Who the
Dave
biggest
Chappelle.
comedian? You got Dave, but then what about Kevin Hart? Kevin bigger than Dave. What about Kevin and you got Eddie Murphy and
So we
and
do that.
Richard
You
Pro-
got Steinfeld and then
So-
Seinfeld,
but you
Louis
never-
C.K.
but you never hear that on
they
the
don't
other
have
side
no,
of the
they don't have
fence.
competition. They just do what
Who's-
they want to do.
You don't ever hear the competition of
Oh,
Seinfeld.
he right. You right, bro.
Right? But we
Right,
depict
right.
it has to be a hierarchy with us. It has to be somebody who was in front and somebody behind, and the other people who behind aren't shit. And what about
Hey,
Red
T,
Fox?
I hate learning shit.
Right?
I'm being funny,
look,
but that nigga just you teaching me to
No,
shit
I'm
right
saying
now.
when you mention Richard Pryor, you
No,
got to
that's
mention Red Fox, Paul Mooney,
Yeah, man.
other comedians. It was a lot of greats
Yeah,
in
man.
there.
Yeah, man.
But
Yeah.
let's not discard them. When you mention Eddie Murphy, you got Martin Lawrence.
They
You
all
got
came before.
it's a lot of other comedians in there.
Oh
we don't,
shit!
And we don't have to discard those.
Wait a
things.
minute.
He just did that because of the conversation.
This guy,
Listen,
all right,
the
LeBron.
fucking pimp.
All right.
did he just do a wardrobe change? This
He
is some
did.
bullshit.
Oh man.
And that bitch is like
It's just
tight.
It's just it's a little old. It's a little old, but you know,
But it's still clean,
it's
though.
the Goats High School.
And it's
jersey.
old.
And-
That's the original.
Like I say, the point I'm making is, I just think we discard too much of our
Feel
history
better in this.
and in doing it better, right? And then we go and we lose the history. We lose the history.
That's our culture, though. I think our culture is like, I want to be the flyest one because I want everybody to see me being fly.
But he's saying that
Because-
ain't right though.
Now, I know I ain't saying this right, but I'm saying that's
It
our
is what
culture.
it
Like
is, right,
we
yeah.
coming from nothing. Like people, we don't want people to see our flaws
Right,
and the
right.
stuff that make us insecure. We want people to see.
Come up. We want
Yeah.
to see it. We want to
So
want to
that's what-
show shit. It's,
so when we
it's
say-
part of our roots.
Because even we don't got nobody in mind. Nobody in mind. You buy some shoes, you be like, I'm about to kill him.
Every time.
I'm about to kill him
I'm
with
about to
these.
kill whoever. I don't give a who it is. They getting killed.
Who was M?
They getting killed with a T.
Who was the EM? Who are those guys?
All of them.
What time did they ever say, who is these niggas? Who is these niggas?
I'm about
They
to kill him.
getting killed.
I'm about to kill him.
I feel it.
Without
but
even a question. Yeah.
I think that dynamic, man, of when we disregard
I agree.
those who came before us, we lose the lessons of the history. We lose the lessons of the history. You can't stand on that rung of the ladder if you don't appreciate all the things that came to get you there to that rung of the ladder. You got to know that rung.
You can stand on it, but you don't know.
What I'm
No,
saying is
the
when
history.
but that's what I'm saying. When you disregard history, right?
Okay.
That's like Michael Jackson had a historically great, say he had a great contract in music. But I want to be bigger than Mike. Fuck Mike. Anything with Mike, I don't want to hear about it. So now I'm going to negotiate my contract. I don't even know what the fucking great contract is. Because I threw that away. I want better than what he had. It's a trick. It's a trick bag. I don't want to be this, so I'm a disregard it to be better. Like right now, let me ask you this question. Let me ask you all this question.
Go ahead.
Who is the preeminent jazz troupe in America? Are they black?
Kenny G? I don't know.
No, think of
Kenny.
Think of jazz. Think of jazz, and I think we all here would say, well, that's an African American. We created jazz.
Of course.
Who does it now?
I don't even know.
And I would bet my dime to your nickel that if you Googled it right now, a jazz concert, it would be predominantly another culture performing jazz that would come up.
Wow.
Tickets for another culture performing jazz would come up.
Wow.
Because we discarded it.
Gave it up.
We threw it away.
But listen, let me tell you something. When I was producing, I produced in jazz chords all the time. So you hear the music that I got, I made?
You did, actually.
Because I was always influenced by jazz.
Right.
I always loved Art Tatum, how he used to play the keys.
Right.
I used to love Miles Davis.
Miles, Thelonious.
I loved, what's his name? Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Just when they, like, just the way the music
grooves.
makes you feel. When you heard Ain't No Mountain High Enough, when you hear those kind of, like the music says something without even having no lyrics on there.
Absolutely.
When you hear the Sade, the song, it's Ordinary Love.
Yeah, she got a bunch of them.
Crazy.
She different.
But the feeling of the music made you feel a certain way without her even saying anything.
But that's how
the way that
that's
was
how your boy got
crazy.
on though. That's how Kenny G got on.
No, Ordinary Love
Those
was
songs,
It was crazy.
those type of feelings, he switched it. Kenny G whitewashed jazz. I ain't saying it's bad, but he got on.
See,
you know what I'm saying? From that.
I don't have a problem
Me either.
with another culture
problem.
performing the music.
But
So I
you
want
gotta
to
get
say that
homage.
it's like, but they know. I have a problem with us when they know more about our history than we do.
Okay. All right.
That's what I got a problem with. I don't got a problem with Kenny G playing
Because he good.
the
Kenny G
clarinet or sax or
Kenny
whatever
G
he
is
playing,
good. I can't
and saying and him having the influences that he had to perform it.
And he did what he had to do.
If Kenny G says I had this influence, that like this was an influence, the problem I have with is little brown little girls and boys not appreciating the same shit because we created that.
Yeah.
So you created to stand on the shoulders of who came before you, and if you don't know it, it's going to kill you. Same shit with Elvis and rock and roll.
Stole it.
If you watch the interview with Ray Charles when they asked him about Elvis, Elvis ain't. I don't know about that. I ain't. Because he knows. He like, man, we was doing this shit, but we threw it away and we gave it away. Somebody else will step forward. New Kids on the Block is a derivative of
New Edition.
New Edition. It's a derivative of New Edition.
Got way bigger too.
Just a
Way
pure
fucking
derivative
bigger.
of New Edition.
Way bigger, not even better.
But we don't appreciate what we bring, and then we'll try to redo it and remake it and redo it.
But how you say we don't appreciate it?
Because to appreciate it is like, let me study this great that came before me.
But I'm sorry.
Let me study Quincy Jones. Let me study.
I think you got artists. That do.
Who are they?
I don't know who they are, but I think there's some artists out there that do study the culture
and try to
that
mimic
came in
that.
before.
That's what they did. I was trying to say.
Like who?
They studied.
I can't think of anybody off the rip like that.
Who's writing like R? We ain't gonna say his last name because we know what he got going on.
What about it?
Who writing like R?
Nobody.
Okay, let's see.
Nobody in the world.
Who's listen?
Like the
R? I was
hold
listening.
on. I think what's his name? Joe.
Oh,
was
yeah,
in
that's
that
true.
lane.
But
Who's writing
but you know, the R
like
the R
R?
wrote
Ain't nobody
the
write
R
like
wrote
R. Can
but the
nobody
R wrote for Joe.
listen?
You know that, right?
Can nobody R. Kelly? Listen,
You said it. Okay,
I don't-
well, but
listen. If Can't nobody beat him in the verses. All right. Let's just put that
I-
out there.
Nobody in the world.
But look,
He ain't lying.
it was people.
He's done. He said he's done. I was playing.
Oh,
It was people that it was artists that was in that same lane. You had Joe,
Right.
you had Tank, you had who else? Who else was out there?
Joe Tank.
Tevin Campbell.
Not that lane. Joe
No,
Tank.
Tevin wasn't in that.
Joe Tank in the arcade lane.
Yeah.
Joe Tank. Joe. I mean groups. Joe
Groups?
shit like that. Yeah.
And then you had Trey Songz moving forward.
And he wrote some Trey songs too. R.
You
Kelly.
can tell that he
R.
influenced.
Kelly. Unfortunately, he had that issue,
Well,
but
what
he
I'm
was
saying is-
one of the best ever.
What I'm saying is like, I can tell that they studied the people
Of
before
course.
them.
Of course. Yeah,
So-
yeah.
I can't say that everybody just gave up on it because you can still hear certain tones, certain leads, certain run-ons from different artists
It's like
that
today.
came in from the past.
We heard what we heard today when y'all sent in.
Oh,
when you
yeah,
sent
yeah.
it. Like we already
Yeah.
knew what it was. Like you are an extra influence, but it don't mean it ain't good. It is what it is.
Right.
So
Yeah.
just like I don't know, this is random as fuck, but I want to get your opinions since y'all looking at me.
All right.
Roddy Ricch,
Okay.
fuck with him. Who does he sound like though? I need to know.
He sounds like
Please tell me.
he sounds like Young Thug.
Thank you. That's it. That's all I want to know. I don't want to
didn't
make sure it was just
picture
me.
until you said that. Yeah.
He sound exactly like Young
But
Thug.
that's what he said. He said his.
I'm not saying he's that good.
No, I'm saying this is what he said. He said he mimicked his style after Young Thug. It was like three
Damn,
different
Siri
people.
listening to me.
I just saying Young Thug. I mean, when I heard it, the first thing I thought was Young Thug. And I'm like, all right, it's good, but I listen to Thugger. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta listen to him? It's
Who was
just
it?
it was weird
Roddy
to me.
Ricch.
Okay, yeah.
He mimicked his style off. He said three people. I can't remember all three of the people. I know Thug was one of them though.
I fuck with
Yeah, but
Thug.
I mean that's in the era though.
But
Thug's
they're
still
in-
alive.
they're still in the same era. But
I mean,
I'm just saying it's still artists out there that may have studied the past. Because I feel
course,
like
yeah.
when you take a Chris Brown, I guarantee you he studied Michael
Mike.
Jackson.
he had to.
Like
that is
yes.
the only person though.
Yeah.
That's it. You can't
Like-
compare it to nobody
like-
else.
Like even
I'm saying, you could say Usher. You could say
Chris Brown is more like Michael than Usher is. Let's be
with the
honest.
dancing moves. Yeah.
but look,
period.
listen, I
But
pose this
Michael-
one to you.
Michael influenced not only singers, rappers,
Look,
Who else?
entertainers. Period.
Who?
listen,
Everybody that rapping right now, I guarantee they say they Michael Jackson.
let me
influenced
pose this one to
Who
you.
influenced Michael Jackson? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me pose this one to you.
James Brown. Go ahead.
Let me pose this one to you. James Brown used to rap.
I'm telling you,
James Brown rap.
James Brown influenced all
listen,
these niggas.
listen, if you
Go
listen
ahead.
to the Big Payback, he was rapping. Same way any
James
other
Brown
rapper
influenced
rapping.
everybody.
Took my money.
Dance, rap, sing.
No,
James
what I'm
Brown
saying
is
is
the
like-
nigga. Go ahead.
The reason I say this and I say that you can see the separation is because when Kanye came, Kanye, who was in tune with previous generations, Kanye, a musical genius, like really dove into old music. He brought them samples back, and them samples resonated so strong that became what he was known for. It was like Kanye got the samples, and he brought samples back that resonated so deeply with the people. And the reason they resonated
He
so
did it right too, though.
no, but nobody ever heard him, right? You wasn't hearing Sam Cooke before that. You wasn't hearing.
All right, but he made it sound good too.
I mean,
Yeah,
you wasn't hearing Curtis Mayfield before that though.
that's true.
And
But
Curtis,
I was, but yeah, you're right.
I'm
you're
just
right.
saying,
You're
you were
right,
this
you're right.
new generation wasn't even exposed to Curtis Mayfield like
Right.
that.
You're right.
So when he brought that back for,
That's why I popped off though, bro.
You like, oh shit, it soulfully it resonate with you. You don't know why.
And nobody else was
But
doing
Kanye
it.
knows. He's pulling these samples up like that maybe his mom or somebody exposed to, or him just being exposed to the music. He was like, she said she wants some Marvin. Like, and that shit resonated with us as a people.
Yeah.
Easy.
Why? Because it was culturally, it was embedded in us and we didn't even know it. But Kanye was like, oh, I'm exposed to this already. And what I'm saying is, by and large, most of the generation isn't exposed to that. They don't know. Like, I listen to so much old music, so much things that we know that you probably be like, I didn't know black people made that. I didn't know.
That's all I listen to is old music.
I didn't know this record was that. I didn't know this record was that. And it's like, like I posted something today, and I
I
posed this
seen the
question.
post, but I don't think I.
You saw the
I don't
post.
remember it though.
I'll
I
pose
did
this
see it.
question to the team.
Yeah, I did. I did.
I
did
think
see
the
it.
'90s
Yeah.
was the golden era
Yeah,
of black
you
culture.
did. Yeah, you did. I'm gonna agree with that.
I'll say the '90s
I'm gonna agree with it.
was the golden era of black
I mean, it was
culture.
thick.
And you know
it was
what?
real thick back then.
You know what?
I know what. Go ahead.
We about to start episode 12 off with that thought right there.
That is.
Oh man,
I
what we about to
love
do.
that.
Listen,
I love that, Big Div.
I want to shout out my boy Conor McGregor real quick. Because whatever the fook this is good.
It's pretty fucking good.
All right, smooth.
It's solid.
Listen, I want to ask you, someone who doesn't have much of a taste for whiskey or alcohol in general, what you think about Mr. Propa 12?
it's nasty.
Check.
Oh, man, Connor, he ain't mean that. I'm gonna cut that out. Anyways, we got some.
I enjoyed it.
we got some big news next week. I think we got a guest.
We got a
coming on the
guest.
show.
Oh
No.
shit.
We got somebody's about to join us.
Listen.
What you got?
My quote, my thought.
Oh.
Oh, we about to send it off.
I was watching the
Birdman.
show,
Okay.
and this quote came up in the show,
Okay.
and it was very prolific to me, and I thought I shared.
Okay.
It said, "The cliff is more than the edge. The cliff
Okay.
is more than the edge.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Sometimes you need to take a step back and enjoy the view." And for every hustler out there and people that's just pushing and grinding, sometimes you just always on edge. You never take a chance to
Step
at a
back.
moment to take a step back.
Look
And
at
just
the
enjoy
view.
the view.
That's hard.
Just
That's
enjoy the
hard.
view. Sometimes we always operate on the edge, and you just at the edge of breaking or the edge of making it. Take a step back sometime and just enjoy the view.
Yep. Be on the
Just-
cliff.
You know, what I mean? Just take a step
Like
back,
that.
and it's beautiful.
That's hard.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I like that. Dude, I've been
that's what I got for you.
been hard on myself the last couple weeks. Bro.
Take a step back and enjoy the view, man.
I
I
like
got
that.
jersey on. That's why.
Yeah, just probably, but take a step back.
I've had this since I was.
You know what I mean? And you know what? It's poetic that you would bring that up because I'm sure LeBron feels like that at some point where he's like, you chasing ghosts, as he said, and you chasing this thing that's unattainable. But when you take a step back and look at that career, man,
Brown is amazing.
you did a hell of
Yeah.
a job, brother.
And he got a whole
So,
school.
Nothing.
That nigga
There's
hard.
nothing. You know what I mean? When you chasing it and you in the midst of chasing it, it feels like you're never there. You're
Right.
never gonna catch it. But when you take a step back, it was a hell of a journey, man. And you did a great job. So
Yes, sir. Absolutely,
you gotta appreciate those moments.
Like that.
I
Absolutely,
like that
sir.
too. Like that. We got a new segment. We went away from that because you stopped posting, bro.
Yeah.
I explained to you previously
I
that
know,
I
I
don't
know.
post them, but I get them as they come
Right.
to me.
Right.
It's natural.
So yeah, that's
Natural
real,
flow.
man. Like appreciate the moment.
Keep them
going.
loaded.
Appreciate the
Keep
moment.
'em loaded.
going.
I
Next
got one
week.
more thing before I get out of here, though,
Okay.
man.
Oh,
Deep.
oh.
All right.
Hey,
Before,
Trump
I know you.
Trump
But
gang.
this is going back to what T was talking about, though. It just popped back in my head.
All right.
What I wanted to say
Yeah.
when you was talking about like standing on the shoulders of the person that came before you.
Right.
I think that comes from. I think the reason why we don't do it is because we taught as kids. Do you want to be a follower or a leader?
Okay.
That question alone separates us from our history.
Mm.
Because everybody that did this, and you said, I want to be a leader, I'm going to do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody who went right,
Yeah, he said, ain't grabbing nobody.
I'm going left.
Right.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I think that question, because I think as a kid, we all got asked that question.
Right.
Our parents
For
always
sure.
told us, they don't want you following nobody.
Yeah.
You're a leader.
You're going to be a leader.
Make my own way.
I'm gonna let Dev take us out because this is an argument that,
Ooh.
that Trump and I always have.
Next week, stay tuned.
Next week we're chiming in on it, but
Ooh.
just as a preface, man, I'm a firm believer that we all influenced by somebody. No, none of us are above the influence of being influenced by somebody or something. Even if it comes from within us, something inspires us from outside of us.
For sure.
You see something and it inspires you.
Mhm.
You see a lifestyle, you see a person or a human being, you see these things, they inspire you. It comes from outside of you. So the only way you can be a true leader is at one point to be a great follower. Trump, Dev, go ahead, take us out, man. I'm done.
Hey.
T, what's
Absolutely,
up?
sir.
Whew. some fire. Fire to take us out of here.
Wow.
Hey,
it's
real quick
honesty.
though, will you tell these people to do the like button, the subscribe
Change the
button?
color of the
Change
like button.
Change
color
the-
on that
smash
shit.
it.
Freaking color.
Change the color of it. All right.
Change the color. We
See,
got
I've been editing, so I know Trump's whole spiel. Smash that like button.
Smash
Change
that.
the color.
Change the color.
yes,
Subscribe.
yes.
Ask us questions.
We here.
Slide in our DMs.
All of that.
We
All of it. Everybody get their handles.
we got a couple
Listen.
people who might be on deck to be sitting next to me next week. If you got any suggestions, let us know. You thinking about coming on? Let us know. We'll do a little interview. See what's what. But smash that like button. Change the color. We got Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube,
YouTube.
of course.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud's on there.
All of the goodies, man.
Man.
Go check us out.
You want to get your handles, or they gonna be in the description?
Cleveland's Trump.
Be
Everywhere.
Good _4 everywhere.
TD Robinson.
JBZ,
Behind the scenes,
JBEEZY 100.
Shit, we
Let's
might
do
have
it. JBZ
JB
100.
sitting back here next week.
I think so, man. Like, listen,
think so,
listen.
too.
They,
It's
I think
time.
they want to
Set
see
it
what.
off.
I think
I'm ready.
They're ready for JB.
You gotta
Next
tell me
week.
twice. I'm ready.
JB, what say the
JBEEZY 100.
He doing that for lovers only shit
Yep.
for y'all.
Ooh.
Listen.
I have a deep voice, so I apologize.
Hey,
JBZ.
WZAK.
JBZ 100. I'm trying my best.
Quiet storm.
hey, yo, absolutely, sir.
Proper 12.
Yes, sir.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Who the
JB,
fuck?
right here next week. Stay
Cheers.
tuned,
All right,
people.
y'all. Love.
Absolutely,
Peace.
sir.
We out.
Out.
100.